What would you do if your own cousin made your entire childhood a living hell with constant physical beatings and mental torture, then grew up to become the golden boy of the family while everyone treated you like you were worthless, the kind of deep-rooted pain that never really goes away? From the time I was 8 years old, my cousin Derek was my nightmare. He was 3 years older, bigger, and meaner. He would punch me, slap me, call me weak and stupid in front of other kids, and make sure I felt completely worthless every single family gathering. My parents would just say boys will be boys, while Derek's parents bragged about how perfect their son was. The bullying continued for years. Broken toys, stolen money, constant humiliation that left scars I still carry today. As we became adults, Derek turned into the family superstar, successful career, charming personality, everyone's favorite at every reunion. I stayed quiet, worked hard, and kept my head down. What nobody knew was that I had secretly gotten a job at the same big tech company where Derek worked. He had no idea. I was there because I used a different department and kept everything low profile. For 2 full years, I watched him act like the big shot at work, bragging about his upcoming promotion to director. The old rage from childhood never left me. Every time I saw him laughing in meetings or getting praised by management, memories of him punching me as a kid flooded back. I made a silent vow that I would take away the one thing he valued most, his precious career. I started collecting evidence quietly, documenting everything. The emotional weight of carrying that childhood trauma into adulthood was exhausting, but it fueled me every single day. If your own family member bullied you for years and got away with it, while everyone favored them, drop a E in the comments right now. This true revenge story is going to hit you hard, and the payback is extremely satisfying. Those 2 years of working in the shadows at the same company as my cousin, Derek, were filled with painful memories and cold determination while he continued, living his golden boy life completely unaware. He had no clue I was even employed there. I spent my days doing my job perfectly, and my nights building a massive file of evidence against him. I discovered Derek had been stealing sensitive client data for months and selling it to competitors for extra cash. I recorded dates, transactions, email trails, and even got copies of the payments he received in secret accounts. Every piece of proof I gathered brought back flashbacks of him pinning me down as a kid and laughing while I cried. The mental torture he put me through during childhood had shaped me into someone patient and strategic. I stayed invisible at work, never interacting with him directly. Meanwhile, Derek was on track for a big promotion to director with a huge salary, increase, and company-wide recognition. The entire family was excited and constantly praising him at dinners. I smiled and nodded along, acting supportive, while inside I was preparing the final blow. The anger I carried from years of abuse never faded. It just transformed into quiet focus. I made sure all the evidence was organized, undeniable, and ready to destroy his career at the perfect moment. This wasn't impulsive revenge. It was calculated justice for every bruise, every insult, and every time the family chose him over me. The curiosity of watching his perfect world collapse kept me motivated through long nights of preparation. If you've ever been the black sheep because a family member bullied you and got away with it, comment bullied below and share this video with someone who understands this pain. The day of his big promotion is when everything came crashing down. The day Derek was supposed to get promoted to director finally arrived, and the office was buzzing with excitement for him. Everyone was congratulating him in the hallways while I sat quietly at my desk knowing what was about to happen. I had anonymously sent the complete file of evidence to HR and upper management 2 days earlier with clear proof of him stealing and selling client data. That morning, just 30 minutes before the big announcement meeting, HR called Derek into a conference room. I positioned myself where I could see the hallway. My heart was pounding with a mix of childhood pain and cold satisfaction. 10 minutes later, 2 security guards walked in. Derek came out looking confused at first, then panicked as they escorted him through the office carrying his belongings in a box. The look on his face when he realized he was being fired was something I'll never forget. Whispers spread through the entire floor as people watched the once golden boy being walked out like a criminal. He tried to argue and deny everything, but the evidence was overwhelming. I watched security escort him out of the building, the same cousin who had made my childhood hell now, facing public professional humiliation. The emotional release I felt in that moment was powerful after years of suppressed pain. All those beatings, all those insults, all the times he made me feel small finally had consequences. Derek lost his dream job, his reputation in the industry, and the future he had bragged about for years in one single morning. I stayed calm and continued working like nothing happened. But inside, I was celebrating the justice I had delivered quietly. The news of Derek's sudden firing spread quickly through the family. At the next big family dinner just a week later, everyone was shocked and asking what happened. Derek looked completely broken, avoiding eye contact and making excuses about office politics. When relatives turned to me and asked if I knew anything about why he lost his job, I simply smiled calmly and said I wasn't sure, but it seemed serious. The satisfaction of sitting there watching him squirm while I knew the full truth was incredible. He had spent his whole life bullying me and being praised as the perfect cousin. But now the golden boy image was shattered. In the following weeks, Derek struggled to find new work in the industry because word spread about the data theft. The family slowly started seeing cracks in his perfect persona. I didn't expose everything publicly at the dinner. I didn't need to. The quiet knowledge that I was the one who brought him down was enough. The childhood pain I carried for so many years finally felt lighter. Every punch he gave me as a kid, every time he humiliated me, every family event where he was celebrated while I was ignored, it all balanced out in that moment. This revenge was perfect because it was professional, clean, and hit him exactly where it hurt most, his ego and career. Derek never found out I worked at the same company or that I was the one who ended his rise. He just knew his dream job was gone forever. Today, Derek is still struggling to recover from losing his dream job while I continue building my career in peace. The cousin who bullied me throughout my childhood and acted like the family superstar finally faced real consequences for his actions. This whole experience taught me that patience and intelligence beat loud, confrontation every single time. To everyone watching who was bullied by a family member and watched them succeed while you suffered, know this: stay quiet, stay smart, collect your evidence, and wait for your moment. The best revenge is often silent but devastating. If this true story brought back painful memories, made you emotional, or gave you hope for justice, smash that like button hard right now. Share this video with anyone who has dealt with toxic family, bullying, or unfair treatment. Comment your own cousin or family bully stories below. I read every single comment, and we're building a strong community that supports each other. Subscribe for more raw, emotional, and completely true family revenge stories. This was my real story. The pain from childhood was real, but watching justice finally catch up to my cousin felt incredibly freeing. What's your bullying or family revenge story? Thanks for watching till the end, and stay strong out there.